Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Carr. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Gain of 14.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mostert. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw his Carr. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They're rolling that right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Throw. And that one got tipped. It's kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On third and long, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. With the Vikings and 49ers, you might remember, met in the divisional round of the playoffs a season ago. The Vikings coming in off the overtime win against New Orleans. But the 49ers, they were rested and ready. And they got a couple of touchdown runs from Tevin Coleman. And their defense shut out the Vikings in the second half, as that wound up a 27-10 Niner victory. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
This is taken at the 18. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, 49ers.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt, and that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've looked at a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
And a 49er first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. It's Ryan for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
The score, Vikings 14, 49ers nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. A pickup of 2 yards. First down, San Francisco.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, 49ers nothing.
To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Carr. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, now Carr. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 yards, first down Niners.
49ers.
Back to the running game with Mostert. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Robbie Gould to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Try to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
So how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They run again on first down. Cook. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 more yards there, another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Second down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Cook. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. off the play fake. Love going for it all. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. What's good on the extra point? And it's now 21-7. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 31.
That goes for a gain of 31.
49er 1st down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Quick throw, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Vikings 21, 49ers 14.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Give to Cook out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Number 31.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Carr.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
San Francisco.
Here's Carr. The quick slant caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Play action this time with Love. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun. Love. And he finds Carr. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Final play of the half. Love. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. Open knees, got it. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Love now. It's intercepted. Picked up on a former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Carr to throw.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Carr.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage.
And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Here's Burton, the fullback, and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Vikings' 1-yard line.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, it's Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Alexander Madison.
A gain of 3, second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Love from the gun.
Incomplete. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. From the gun, Love. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Well, throw left side to start out. That's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 7. To throw his car. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
But it's fourth down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. This is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit.
A good pick up there at 22.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and lots of tissues.
They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. This one into the hands of Burton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On play action, it's Carr. Heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Brought him down. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd down. Love. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
That's good.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Love. Defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Love, they go play action now. Now a desperation throw deep at the 7-yard line. The catch is made. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
At the 6-yard line.
Here's Love. His ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Now Love. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off.
Vikings 27.
After for the touchdown. Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Today's final score.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way, usually exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Niners, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. Week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.